Hope you got some beds around, 'cause you're the only refuge now. For every mother, every child, every brother is caught in the crossfire.
Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of GD Battles, the series where we take a look at two difficult demons whose difficulty is often disputed, and figure out which one is quote-unquote officially harder. Now, the demons that we'll be battling it out today are Kenos and Bloodlust. So, real quick before we kick this video off, the footage for Bloodlust throughout this video is from Novelboy, and the footage of Kenos is from Zimnir12. The links to their channels will be in the description, so make sure to go check them out if you haven't already. So, anyways, let's get into the video. First off, let's look at the three hardest parts of each level and see which level has more difficult parts. Now, since Kenos isn't released yet, I can only go by assumptions from what I see of the video, but I think I got a pretty good idea of which three parts are the hardest. Anyways, up first is Bloodlust. And now it's time to take a look at the three hardest parts in Kenos. So in the end, I think the hardest part in Bloodlust is probably the first clip, which was 30% to 36%, and the hardest part of Kenos was the last clip, 68% to 73%. Between these two parts, I would personally say that Kenos wins this one because, in my opinion at least, the wave, especially at 3 times speed, is a lot more difficult to control than the ship, even on 60 Hz. And with the tight spaces in Kenos mixed with 3 times speed mini-wave, it makes it nearly impossible. The first point goes to Kenos. Alright, so the next topic we're going to look into is the consistency of each level. So basically, I will add up the total percentage of each level that is on par for a demon in the top 3 hardest demons, and the level with the higher percentage of the level that is the difficulty of the top 3 demon wins a point. So first up is Bloodlust. After close inspection and playing the level through on copyables, I found that about 74% of the level is top 3 hardest demons difficulty. Now, after close inspection of Kenos, I found that about 80% of the level is top 3 hardest demons difficulty. Therefore, the second point goes to Kenos. So next up we will be looking into which level has more blinding and or confusing decoration. This one, just like the last section, was a pretty close call. But overall, I would have to say that Bloodlust has more blinding decoration, especially in the second half-ish of the level. I think this is partly because of the length of the level versus Kenos, because Kenos does have some pretty confusing parts. Like, for example, the last part of the level, where visibility is so limited, you can barely see anything at all, including your icon. But again, Bloodlust has more decoration obscuring your view for a longer time, and most of it's at 3 times speed as well. Like this part towards the end of the level, where it might be relatively easy to tell apart solid blocks from decoration in the editor, but as you are playing it, it's very difficult to tell what is what. Anyways, in all, the third point goes to Bloodlust. So in the end, the winner of today's episode is Kenos, with a total of 2 points, whereas Bloodlust ended up with only 1 point. I would say that I personally agree that Kenos is harder than Bloodlust, mainly because of the 3 times speed wave and mini wave sections, and the difficulty of the timings and parts such as the beginning of the level with the really difficult cube timings. Anyways, feel free to let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with Kenos being harder than Bloodlust. And also let me know if I should continue this series or not, and what I can improve on or add to this series if I should continue it. So anyways, thanks for watching.
I can rewind time with you back in my room like I do with a movie. I can rewind time with you back in my room like I do with a movie.